Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and we are answering publicly posted questions from avo.com, A as in Apple, V as in Victory, V as in Victory, O as in Orange.com. And this question was asked on September the 21st of 2022 by someone in San Jose, California. Lovely San Jose. And here is our question. And I especially wanted to answer this when I ran across it because two reasons. One, first reason, Neil Pedersen, who is an incredible employment attorney, in my opinion, who I've been watching his videos on this site for a decade. No, not his videos. I've been reading his answers that he writes on this site for about a decade. And I think he does great, great work in terms of answering people's questions on this site. The other reason is because this question is something that comes up more often than you'd think, and I think it's important for people to know the wherefore and the whatnot when it comes to this question. So I'll read the question into the record, and then we'll do our best to answer. How do I hire or find a new attorney for an ongoing employment discrimination case? I already have an attorney for an employment discrimination case, but I want to change. My agreement is contingency based with the current attorney. What is the procedure to hire or find a new attorney? Since the current agreement is contingency based, will a new attorney agree to take the case? I do not want to be without an attorney, but I do not want to continue with the current one. What to do in such a situation? Okay, so often what I would tell people is to find the new attorney first. And it is a bit of a red flag. Like when people come to me and they call me up and they're like, hey, I want to fire my attorney. I don't want to hire you. I'm always going to ask why, right? And sometimes there's really good reasons. Like my attorney is being lazy. My attorney is not, he's missing deadlines, not returning my emails. These are all like good reasons why you might want to part ways with an attorney, right? And I can actually link another video I did on some of the issues, just general conversation about parting ways with an attorney for cause versus parting ways with an attorney not for cause. And I'll link that video as well in the body of your answer on Avo. But you can also find it on my YouTube channel. Here, you don't mention why you're parting ways. I'm just going to assume it's not for cause. It doesn't seem like the attorney has done something horrible to you or to your case. It just seems like you're unhappy. So, and if that's not the case, I will track the comments down below, the doobie-doo, on this question, on this video, and you can tell me, no, this is what's happening and this is what's going on. And the answer might be different. I'll track those comments and try to give you an additional answer if that's the case. But assuming you're just not happy and the attorney hasn't done anything horrible yet, I would say, yeah, line up the new attorney first. And then when you have the new attorney in place, go to the old attorney and say, listen, we have a contingency arrangement. I understand that you have a lien on my case, right? If I just part ways with you, you spent time and money on my case, presumably. So you have a lien on some portion of this contingency. Now, we can talk about that now and how to deal with that now, right? Or we can just let it ride to the end and we can figure it out at the end when there's a settlement and you're going to be informed by the attorneys. Both defense counsel and my new counsel will probably inform you there's a settlement. And we can either have a conversation then about what share of this case is going to go to you, or we just go to like in front of a third party, an arbitrator or a fee dispute committee or some group provided by the Bar Association that will decide it for us as a neutral third party. So I guess the best advice I can give here is before you fire this attorney, get the new attorney in place. Know what you're going to say to new attorneys when you're interviewing them because they're going to want to know why you're parting ways, right? Nobody really wants to get out of a case and spend a bunch of money and hundreds of hours on a case when the client's running around firing people willy-nilly. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I'm saying you are going to have to reassure attorneys a little bit that that is not what you're doing, right? It's very common for people to try to fire attorneys because they want to lower their contingent percentage. It's very common for people to try to fire attorneys because the attorney had the gall to tell them you're not going to get $11 billion on your case, right? And I'm being facetious there, but like people come in with some wild numbers and attorneys will be like, listen, the way the law works here, I can't win you that much. I just don't believe I can win you that much. And clients will just be like, oh, you're out of here. you naysayer. And that's common. And those cases, when they call me up, I would generally be like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to help you with that, right? Because I agree with your attorney. I don't think I can win you $11 billion. In part because the law doesn't provide for it, and also in part because the company doesn't have $11 billion to give you. So even if we won you that money, somehow, in breach of the law, we won you $11 billion, couldn't collect it, wouldn't be valuable, right? Yeah, so just you're gonna have to reassure attorneys a little bit, and then also the third thing I would say is start thinking about if you want to part ways with this attorney on an arrangement now, where you like reach some kind of deal. Maybe you pay them hourly for their time, you reimburse them for the expenses they paid in the case, or maybe you don't want to, and you're just like, yeah, I want to do this at the end. You can agree on a percentage or not, or you can just go to a neutral third party and have them decide what this attorney is going to get in terms of their lien. All of that does change if it's a for-cause termination. Things are going to be very different. So if that is the case, let me know. And I wish you the best of luck with your case and with your attorney swap. And I hope everything goes smoothly for you and that you are victorious and you get paid and your employer is vanquished. If this was helpful, like and subscribe. It helps me to help more people just like you.